What's going on, Bazooka Squad? We're back here for another episode, and we're going to start getting into more advanced application, especially in our footwork. If you follow the series, you should be up to date now with good stepping, good movement, good footwork, good combinations, and all of the other great stuff that I taught. But this is important now because we're working on switching stances momentarily to create different angles, different types of offense. And this episode is going to be on stepping attacking. So it's going to be more kick-based. You can use knees and punches off it, and you're going to notice it's slightly different than that word you keep hearing called shifting. Shifting is going to be a little bit more boxing oriented, and I'm going to discuss that in a few episodes down. But this is step attacking, and a good step attack comes off good kicking. So bazooka style attacking, you see a lot of low kicking, a lot of good power side. So when you attack here, you want to come in with that step, switch your stance momentarily, and that's going to open up good left straights, good left knees, good left kicks, or if you're a southpaw fighter, you end up in orthodox stance for that moment to land good power shots, okay? So this episode is going to be more kick focused. You're going to see a step attack works better off of that step, and you're going to see a feint step here gets a reaction. It gets your partner to block, especially if you've attacked a lot of right low kicks or right body kicks. They're anticipating an attack on that side. That's when you switch your stance momentarily and put some power offense on your opposite stance. So I have my MMA fighter again, Tariq Ismail, back for these videos, and he uses this really well, so I thought he'd be a perfect person to use for this video. And before I get into how you train this, let's talk about why we would do this in a fight. So one of the first reasons why I would use it a lot is because I use my low kick really heavily. So eventually, the partner or your opponent is going to start blocking. And once they start blocking, they're shutting down my right side. So this is when I can switch for a quick second, and then I can come back to my right side. Okay, so again, I can attack, boom, he blocks, I can step off, boom, and then I can use my left kick. Or again, one of my favorites, eventually when he blocks, I can bring that step in and launch that left knee to the liver. Okay? So all different setups, but the reason is you want to also close distance. If I'm fighting someone who's really long and it's hard for me to come in, especially if they're using their jab every time I step in, I need to be able to close distance momentarily to get a strike off. So that step is a good range on getting closer to your opponent. So one, you can use it as a feint to get the block up, to do a power combination. Two, it's to close distance down to go, or you might want to create a different angle. So for example, when I'm here and I maybe throw my kick, I might come step off center line and then shoot my straight down the middle. So it changes angles, changes distance, and you can use it as a different feint. Especially nicely off, you can use it with front kicks as well, and then step off and attack. Okay, so use it in many different ways. And the other thing you need to realize is you can set up different things off of the step, right? So it's easy for me to, again, set my kick. As soon as I mix my feint, step down into my left straight. Now, kick based, boom. From here, I might, from my left kick option, I could attack the back leg. I can go to the liver, or I can go high to the body or to the arms, okay? And the last one, of course, is that knee. So all different options into the step attack finish. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do it on pads. And again, it's very simple. I'm not asking you to do this, very difficult combination off your southpaw stance. That quick step is going to get you in position, and I just want you to throw your power shot. As you get more comfortable with your southpaw or your opposite stance, you can start flowing and playing in that stance a little bit more. But because of the channel and the way we're progressively getting more advanced, it's important that you just come through and throw your one shot off of that south side, then return back to your orthodox. Now the last thing you want to look at, and this is the perfect angle to show you, is how I bring the leg up. If I'm using it more as a feint, right? So after I throw that low kick, I might mimic that pattern. So you think a kick is coming. So I might come this way and my step comes a little bit more rounded, but I'm still stepping with good footwork on center line, okay? So again, if I throw a round kick, you see the same pattern, and I come back into my step attack. Or you can step straight. I could always just lift my knee up from a straight line and come through. Depends the setup. If you're going off a round, bringing the round knee is fine. Depends how you want your opponent to bite to get that counter attack or to finish or that angle, whatever you're looking for, okay? So very simple for this drill. I'm gonna use my low kick. You don't have to use a low kick. You can use anything. You can use punches to get in, but for this channel and my style of Bazooka Kickboxing, we're gonna use the low kick. You can use a right kick, but let's just use low kicking. So let's start just very basic. We're gonna do 5 with our left straight, 5 with our left kick, and 5 with our left knees. Again, you can make it as advanced, simple as you want it as your students or wherever you are in your journey. Okay, now let's go to the kick. Good, last one, knee. Last one. So now that you're comfortable on the pads and you've warmed up the step attack, you've warmed up your opposite side, let's put it together in a drill and you can just flow with it. Again, I would recommend if you're more of a beginner, use your shin guards so you're a little bit more comfortable with this drill. Once you get more advanced and more used to no shin guard fighting, you actually want to use no shins so you can find the right placement and you know if you have an effective strike or not. So let's just get some random flowing. Like I said before, you can set it up with a low kick or you can just set it up with the step and flow. You can throw it as a single, double, triple. This is just Tariq and I flowing. Good. Step attacking is really important, especially if you're really dominant off of your power side. If I'm always throwing my right straight or my right kick, you become predictable. So that's where those step attacks to change angles, to kick, to knee, all play in your favor. And remember, you don't need to be so efficient at your southpaw or your opposite stance. You can get there, throw your power shot, get back into your right stance where your defense is best. And it's always important to work both sides. If you watch my bag work video, I always said, go back and work your opposite stance on tools that are easier for you to do. Bag work, simple combinations on pad work help a lot, and then again, mix it in slowly. Maybe get someone less advanced, decrease the intensity of the sparring so you can work your opposite stance. Don't forget about it because it's a big range of tools and angles that you can add to your fights. So step attacking, try it out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and thanks for everyone for the continued support.